You look at me and what do you see? A poor man? Paralyzed, can't walk, can't talk, can't enjoy food, can't breathe on his own. Total lost? Well, I see an experiments lab. I see opportunity. Some of the most common technologies we use today started as a solution for people in need. Like the touch screen, for example. All technologies emerge from a need. Problems are the best accelerator in the world. Limitations are the best drive for innovation. So, I will briefly present to you some technologies I use today, and then we will go to those I test, and then we will talk about the future. So the technologies I use today. Most of them are 10 years old or so. Respiratory machine. I need this in order to breathe. Not less important is the 4 hours battery I am using. The cough machine and the suction machine, both enabling me to stay alive. Lifters of all kind at home and special car. And a long list of support machines. So that keeps me alive. But I want more. So I have a laptop with a second screen and some cool software and hardware with it. Truth is they are pretty shitty, but that's the best on the market today. I have an infrared camera that translates my pupils' movements to a mouse movement on the screen. I have a software that translate that and allow me to control my PC. I have another software I use as a keyboard and 2 text-to-speech engines, one of them I am using now. Since I spend almost all my day facing my computer screen, I added a small fan to operate when a mosquito decides to land on my nose. Also, I have an emergency light in order to be able to call for help when I am using earphones and the speakers are mute. The last 2 may seem simple, but they required writing a special code to turn the USB port on and off. When I go out, I use a mobile tablet with most of the functions on it. At night when in bed, I have no way to communicate, so to call for help I use a twitch switch, tapped to my forehead and turned on when I lift my eyebrows. All these enable me to enrich my life. Strange as it may sound, the computer makes me human again. Except for the fan and emergency light, I asked friend to develop for me. All are old technology. There is, however, an exception, the beam. A computer on wheels that allows me to drive from my computer using my eye. It's pretty cool. I used it when I was a judge in a Tom and Google hackathon in San Francisco, walking around between the groups and interviewing them. This is nice. But not enough. What waits for me in the future? Well, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And I do that in several ways. 1. As CEO of Prize for Life, we run a global competition, offering $600,000 for communication solutions for ALS patients, and reading the letters of intent makes me want to cry of happiness. Another development I am involved with is the robotic arm. I can already shake hands with it and I see great potential in it. And maybe the most interesting predictor of the future is the neural steer EEG device. ALS is tough, but my crucial fight is the fight for communication. The ability to communicate is life-saving. And by that I don't mean only the basic ability to call for help. To discuss politics with friends, to run a staff meeting on Skype, or to tell my kids I love them. This is what makes me a man. At the moment, with this fantastic EEG tool I can already say yes or no, on or off, 0 or 1.
עכשיו, מפה קח אותו כל הדרך לכחול. צלול איתו. כרגע, בלי להפסיק, קח אותו חזרה לאדום. אל תנוח.
By changing mode of consciousness I can operate any electric device, and as you will see I can change my mode within less than a minute. It will be my solution in case my eyes get too tired. It fills me with excitement and hope. And we didn't even talk about virtual reality via eye gaze and controlling a drone carrying camera. These are already existing today, although not on the shelf. And of course the eye control that will make all communication fully mobile, anytime, anywhere. I am happy to be part of this venture too. As you can see, technology can take me anywhere and anytime. Eventually the computer may even replace any required part of my body. Except of course for my free spirit. My main mission is to find a cure for ALS, and I hope that we will. But I don't want to even begin to imagine what it was like to have ALS 15 years ago. And no doubt, to be an ALS patient in 10 years will be a treat. Life is good. Thank you.